Hi, so recently I posted a few activities to the group dealing with anagrams and they seem to be pretty popular, so I thought I'd do a quick video where I share a few more strategies dealing with anagrams and show you the way I teach my students to solve anagrams. So the main thing I do is to focus on parts of words. So here we're looking for common prefixes, and I've given a list of 6 common ones: con, bis, ex, in, un, re, and suffixes, 3 suffixes: 8, normally a verb; ity, normally a noun; shun, normally a noun. Now, what I tell my students before we do this is that each of these words that I've scrambled up here will have at least one of these prefixes or one of these suffixes, and I usually get them started with a clue. So on this first one, I would say there's a prefix there. They would look at the list. They would con. No, there's no C there. Can't be con. Dis, yes, we have a D. Yes, we have an I. Yes, we have an S. So normally a student would ask me, is it dis? I would say yes it is. They would write that in and then they would try and solve the rest of it. And from there it's not that hard to figure out that it's disaster, alright, because you've got most of the word there. Alright, next one, same thing. I'd say there's a prefix. This time they'll get it on the first go. C, O, N, con. You've got most of the word there. Only 4 letters left. Wouldn't be hard to figure out. It's concoct. And yeah, again, you've got the consonant, vowel, consonant, so that would help you there. That's another strategy I use. All right, next one, I'd say there's a suffix. And something I train my students to do pretty well is that if there's a Y, try putting it at the end straight away. So that would lead them to putting ity at the end. So this is a word a lot of students around year 5, year 6, they might not know. So they might, with the other 3 letters, try something like menity, right, which they'd have to become aware isn't a word, and the actual answer is enmity. Oops, typo there. Enmity. And enmity means animosity or hostility. Alright, next one, prefix. You go to your list, you would see, what I find is that students get faster at negating the ones that can't work. So you'd quickly see, no, it can't be conned. Dis, no, there's no I. X, there's no X. In, no. Un, all the way to the end. Re, alright, and the more times you do that, you'll get quick at seeing re. And then you've got 5 letters left. Respond. Alright, next one, prefix. Yeah, you probably again be pretty quick. Dis. And from there, the 2 P's. Another rule you can follow is often if there are 2 letters of the same letter, they often go together, as they do in disappear. Alright, next one, this is a suffix I really train students to find, the T-I-O-N suffix, shun. And once you found that, you found half of the word, and you'd be able to find that it was function. Alright, prefix, this one's very simple once you find the prefix. Dis, got 3 letters left. Again, they might try something like lamb if they don't know the word, but it's dismal. Alright, so the rest of them I'll just race through as you get those. So I've sort of trained my mind to be able to do these pretty quickly. X prefix, example. Con, this one's conquest. Alright, the Q, another rule you can follow is when there's a really unusual letter like a Q, it often comes straight after the prefix, conquest. Alright, this one has a prefix and a suffix. It's congregate. So it has the con prefix and the ate suffix. This one has the shun suffix, ignition. This one has the in prefix, and once you've got that, infer. This one again, the Y, so straight away you would get the ITY, and the X, you always think of the EX prefix, so it's extremity. Typo. What is this next one? Alright, it starts with a con, I would say, and looks like it ends with a shun. T-I-O-N, con. It looks like it'd be conviction. No, there's an E there, so it's convention. Convention. Is that going to be right there? I think that should be right. Yeah, I'm doing these off the top of my head to try and reinforce how you can get very quick at it. Yeah, it's got 2 ends. I don't know. Alright, prefix, re, and then you repel. And this is a good one to show you the unusual letter. You pick the prefix, the K comes after it, unkempt. And my first thing here would be to say menagerie or something, but there's no T there, so no T in menagerie. So what does it end with? ATE, ATE, G, germinate. All right, so you can see in all of those, this is the way I train students, that I make my own anagrams. I make sure they have a prefix or a suffix, all right, something to start from. And to reinforce this at the end of the lesson, what we do is we get all of the students to make up their own anagram where they have to use one of these prefixes or one of these suffixes and write the word down. So we'll say student X, we'll write unscrambled word, we'll just pick a suffix, we'll go with X, expert, all right, something like that. And then they would scramble it up, so it's good they get to get used to that. And yeah, I find a lot of them make mistakes when they do this. They're pretty careless. So TXP, then check that everything's there, and then they'll read it out. You know, they'll go T for Tyrannosaurus, X for xylophone, and so on. And I and all of the students write the word down in the unscrambled word column, and sorry, in the scrambled word column, and we try and figure it out. And I sort of race against the students, and I very rarely lose to the students, which is good. Good for reinforcing the strategies I'm trying to teach them, that if they can get used to doing things in that sort of sequence, they will get faster at it. And yeah, occasionally some students will see those patterns before me and be able to solve them. All right, so anyway, I hope those strategies can help you and your child in solving anagrams. Look for prefixes, look for suffixes. Then when you're doing that within that, look for other rules like the unusual letter coming straight after the prefix, or two letters appearing one after the other, or a consonant vowel sequence within words. All right, a lot of strategies you can use.